Alright, I'm gonna make this intro a bit short because this video will be not that long, but also I have other videos to make and I want to make this, quick and easy editing for me. As I said in like a previous video, we're gonna get a FNAF sequel and production will start next year and I'm pretty excited for that. So in this article from Scream Rant, there are, a couple of things that this FNAF movie is setting up for more movies and sequels and spin-offs and stuff like that. So, let's get into it. So, for those of you who have seen the movie and, hopefully stayed until the credits, you would know that at the end of the movie, during the, credits scene, after they play Living Tombstone song, they play the grandfather clock, which is the thing you play to keep the puppet, sleeping, and then there's also, like, a message at the end that says, "Come find me." That's what the puppet is saying. He's saying, "Come find me." So, many viewers believe, the FNAF, Come Find Me tease is a clear nod towards what the first cinematic sequel will cover. The hint lies in the final moments of the FNAF movie's end credits. Just as the credits finish rolling, a modulated voice announces a string of letters that flash across the screen. The phrase the voice spells out is, "Come find me," which could be a reference to Mike's continued search for his abducted brother Garrett. I think he's dead. I think he's Puppet, by the way. That's my theory. On the other hand, just before the "Come Find Me" message, a song called My Grandfather Clock plays. An all-important song in FNAF 2, the game, is My Grandfather Clock, is a tune that churns out of a strange music box, one that wards off the sequel's antagonist, the Puppet. One of the most unsettling villains Villains? Villains? I don't remember the Puppet being a villain. Oh well. Oh wait, I guess kinda. Never mind. That's really saying something. The puppet has a unique look and approach that would lend a new feel to a second FNAF movie that's looking to distinguish itself from the first outing. Not to mention, using the puppet as the second movie's antagonist will be a fun way to parallel the video game franchise. The first movie had Balloon Boy, so I would assume we would, possibly get FNAF 2 with the toy animatronics, because I feel like someone out there was like, hey, let's bring back Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, but make them look cooler. I don't mind that. I don't know if Chuck E. Cheese exists in this universe, but I would assume it doesn't exist in that town because of the incidents. The MCI, Missing Children Incident. I mentioned this in my, video about the FNAF sequels, but Ella from the FNAF books was in this movie, and because of this Easter egg, even though that wasn't Circus Baby or anything like that, this means that we could get a Sister Location, movie, spin-off, whatever. It makes sense. I don't know if we will, considering the movie lore is a bit different from, what's going on in the games and books. If we do get Sister Location, it's gonna have to, like in the game itself, delve into William Afton's past, because, again, Peepaw Willie was British, but he's not in this movie, and not that Matthew Lillard can do a British accent, but I just think that, they told him not to because it will make a lot of girls, and probably a lot of guys, very, very, very... In a surprising turn of events, Abby strikes up a friendship with the children inhabiting the animatronic suits of Freddy and the gang. Convinced that they'll trade their murderous rampages for some wholesome fun, Abby persuades Mike and Vanessa to build a fort for her and the animatronics. What ensues is a bizarre tonal shift, a campy, amusing scene. Okay, listen. People kept complaining about that scene, but those are children in those animatronic suits. You wouldn't expect children to make a fort? Y'all are weirdos. Anyways, this thing then goes on to explain about the FNAF Security Breach game. This team-up teases that the homicidal robots might not be all gloom and doom. Plus, Security Breach is also the first game to introduce Vanessa, who seems to survive the events of the FNAF movie. As I mentioned in the other video, she could become evil somehow, which, maybe. That'd be so funny. Not funny, but it'd be so, terrifyingly cool to see her, act nice, but it turns out she's being, possessed or something, or, her mind is being controlled by Peepaw Willie somehow. That would be sick. So, while the use of My Grandfather Clock creates a pretty compelling argument for the puppet's inclusion in the next FNAF film, there's also a possibility that the Come Find Me tease was a nod to Mike and Abby's brother Garrett. By the end of the film, it's confirmed that the late Schmidt sibling was abducted by Peepaw Willie, the allegedly undying force behind Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. Well, also, they still didn't mention Henry Emily yet, so hoping we hear about him soon. Anyways. However, audiences aren't giving all the details of what happened to Mike's brother Garrett. This leaves the door open to a FNAF prequel about Garrett, Afton, and the legendary Bite of 83. That one is the one where Fred Bear decides to have a nice chomp of pizza. Emphasis on pizza, because I don't think pizza's supposed to look like this. And then the Bite of 87 is mango. I think it's been confirmed that it was mango. Guys, I'm telling you, I can't with the theories, okay? I really can't. Did you guys know that, like, before MatPat became crazy on FNAF theories, he tweeted, like, what should he make theories about? And then I think someone tweeted, Matthew, you should do FNAF instead of Slender Man. Trust me, it'll change your whole life. But what if MatPat made theories about Slender Man? Then we get a proper Slender Man movie. Oh my god, why? So this next one is about the final game Scott released, which is what we thought was the final game until the VR game came out, and then Security Breach. But Pizza Simulator was released in 2017, and it was a point-and-click business simulation game that slowly descends into being a horror survival outing. Well, as per usual with most Scott Cawthon games, even Chipper and Son. Okay, I don't want to talk about that right now. Anyways, after the player completes a series of minigames, they'll be tasked with making sure none of Afton's haunting animatronics crawl out of the ducts and into the newly established restaurant. The installment boasts several different endings, with each adding new elements to the FNAF lore and providing startlingly different fates for each series' terrifying animatronics. Most intriguing, however, is the connections the game makes between series protagonists and the souls trapped within the animatronics, the theme the movie also explores. Like in Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Simulator, the animatronics have good reason for what they're doing, which is a compelling thread all on its own. The game also sheds more light on Henry Emily, the other co-founder of Fazbear Entertainment. Unlike the bloodthirsty Afton, Henry has other intentions for the animatronics and the souls trapped within them. Yeah, his daughter kind of got bucket kicked by Afton outside. Children are cruel, by the way. God damn. Of course, the final thing on this list is the Menace to Society, Balloon Boy. Why did he have a scary jump scare than anyone else? I have no idea. Anyways, so, what do you mean create a cat to keep reading? I'm almost done! Alright guys, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I can't finish this video because Screen Rant won't let me. I've reloaded like a couple of times and it still won't let me finish, so I guess we won't really know what Balloon Boy is setting up for the movies and stuff like that. Well, I guess the video's technically over, so, I am keeping my promise of those Christmas Monkee videos. Today, though, is Jim Morrison's birthday, and also the deaths of Dimebag Darrell and John Lennon. I guess December 8th just ain't a good year, and it's gonna get a lot worse, because Sunday, is the day Mike Nesmith died, and I can't, dog, I miss Mike Nesmith so much. I never even got to meet the man.